Turn that off, please. I'm trying to speak here. Thank you. Welcome to the Judd, the most loved school in Kent, apart from all the other schools in Kent. Tonight, like every day at the Judd School, you are lucky to be here, for tonight is the night of the Charity Revue. If you stumbled in here expecting Zumba, that's been moved, but you're welcome to stay. The plan for the Charity Revue is relatively simple. Assemble the 10 wittiest and brightest students, write a script, and make loads of money for charity. Unfortunately, none of those students were available, so you've got me and a couple of people that can do funny voices. Oh, and lots of jokes about how Dr. Pye looks a bit like Mitt Romney. The world has had it tough since the last Charity Revue in 2011. The Euro crisis has deepened. The Arab world has risen. We have seen Miley Cyrus has expressed her unfettered love for construction equipment. And we have seen the rise and rise of the hashtag #PieOut. What is the answer to all this strife? For millennia, humanity has gathered around the literal or proverbial campfire and shared tales of hope, joy, and sadness. And now it seems that humanity has lost its edge. We are surrounded by meaningless technology and vacuous media. Twitter allows us to abuse celebrities in 140 characters. Facebook reminds us of people we don't care about. Snapchat reminds us of those people with genitalia. Frog? Well, nobody uses Frog, do they? What is the answer to this madness? Well, I'm glad you asked. It is the return of the story. If a good story is what you seek, ladies and gentlemen, then I can assure you, you have come to the wrong place. What we are concerned with tonight is making cheap gags about staff and insistent use of the word twat. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my lord. For the love of God, remember us for charity. I present to you the Charity Revue.
Silence, please. Silence, please. For heaven's sake, silence!
And that's how I found out dogging is illegal.
And please, can someone go put the 10-pence piece back into the electricity meter? It's darker than the cesspit of Skinners in here. Oh, thank you. Good morning, my staff.
Good morning, Mr. Masters.
May I remind you all that this week, above all other weeks in the school calendar, is especially important. For my staff, this is Ofsted Week. Aha! Yes, indeed, it is Ofsted Week. At some unforeseen moment within the space of the next 5 days, a school's assistant officer might arrive at my venerable institution. And if they step foot in my venerable institution, then by Lord, they must know how truly venerable my institution is.
Well, but don't you mean our venerable institution?
No, Mr. Wood. I mean my institution.
Oh, much understood, sir.
As I was saying, this is a big week for the school. Socks need to be pulled up. And this starts with attendance. And no, Mr. Noble, you do not have to interject with the word twat after the name of every male teacher. Mrs. Hubbard.
Here, sir.
Madame Terrasse.
I am ill, sir.
Dr. Pye.
Twat.
Mr. Thornton.
Here, sir.
Mr. Thornton.
Here, sir.
My Jane, has anyone seen Thornton?
Oh, please, sir. I'm here.
Well, that's the third registration he has missed in. I do apologise. You may have to cover for Powell Assembly. Mr. Ebbage.
Yeah. Sir.
Mrs. Bambridge.
Here, sir.
Mrs. Smith.
To be here or not to be here? That is the question.
Oh, bloody hell, are you here or not?
Yes, I'm here.
Mr. Richardson.
Hey, sire!
Mr. Noble.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Guy.
I am.
Right, I think that is everyone. Oh, apart from Mr. Eccleston. Do we know where he is?
He hasn't been seen since last Wednesday, sir. He said something about clubbing and loose women. What was it again? Oh yes, Brighton.
Loose women, you say?
Yes, sir, I think so.
In Brighton?
Oh, well, sir, I mean, I wouldn't know.
Noble, are there loose women in Brighton?
Lots.
Dr. Pye, where is our next staff training day being held?
Skegness, sir.
move it to Brighton, would you?
Of course, sir.
Right, now, in preparation for the potential Ofsted visit this week, I shall be reviewing my school, department by department. My institution must be looking shipshape. And according to my mini-report of last term, well, the school is lagging behind in a number of areas. First up, English. Ah, yes, Mrs. Smith is looking poor. Very poor. Obviously, Othello and The Tempest and Juliet and Romeo. Just crap, to be perfectly honest. In fact, that man, Shakespeare, he's awful. I mean, what's wrong with authors such as Anthony Horowitz or Darren Shan? Lord, let's educate my students properly. Anyway, moving on to history. Mr. Guy, it's not going well. Ever since Mr. Kluke has crossed over to the dark side.
Bobby! Let's not talk about Clucas.
Quite so, Mr. Notice. Quite so. Nevertheless, Mr. Guy, there have been problems with your exam results and now.
Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Then you'll have to take that up with the head of department, Mr. Fett.
God, he scares me.
Be brave, Bobby, be brave.
No, I take that back, Mr. Guy. History is doing just fine. What's next? Ah, yes, French. Madame Terrasse. It's in dire straits. There just aren't enough textbooks or exercise books, and I found your lessons dreadfully boring. I hope you've got a plan to fix this.
Vous êtes tellement stupide. Vous nous donnez cette agence, c'est toute votre faute. Je te déteste.
Oh, Madame Terrasse, how sweet of you to say. Such a beautiful language. But yes, I agree with you, it is entirely your fault. At least you realise this. What's next? Ah, yes, geography. Well, it's mediocre. But then again, it is geography. So we can expect nothing better as long as you have all your colouring pencils in order. Then I suppose that's about as much as we can get. And then we have maths, which is doing brilliantly, of course. An exemplary department, and graced by none other than the vociferous, magnificent teaching capabilities of myself. Oh, how wonderful my department is.
I agree, sir. We're simply splendid.
Mrs. Hubbard, the success is nothing to do with you. Sorry to let you down. And then we have religious education. Wait, since when have we had an RE department? We don't seriously teach that, do we? Mr. Wood, have you heard of an RE department in my school?
Well, sir, I don't know. They could inhabit that building next to Atwell, but I've heard that's deserted. I heard economics settled there a few years ago, but that's just rumour. Who knows what's going on in there?
I dread to think, Mr. Wood, I dread to think. If anyone sees or hears one of those RE teachers, please send them to me. I'd quite like to meet one. What's next? Ah, yes, the PE department. It's not bad, but the rugby results are getting worse. We only inflicted a 50-point margin on John Fisher. And 40 points on Colts. My word, soon enough, we'll only be winning our matches closely. Evish, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Well, sir, the steroids have gotten quite low. To make do, I've had to jab the buggers with performance-enhancing drugs. I can't assure their health, not that I don't give two shits about that. The only issue is little sods keep passing out.
Well, our steroid stocks are running low. Well, why didn't you say? That can be easily fixed. I'll go get Mr. Wood to source some more this afternoon.
Thank you, sir. Much. Appreciate it.
Let's see. Physics. Mediocre. Biology. Abysmal. Economics. No data. That's about it. And there are some other subjects, I think, that I frankly couldn't be bothered to go and see them. Right! As my media report has shown, to put it frankly, we're doing awfully. Apart from maths. Does anyone have any staff notices? Yes, Mrs.
Well, sir, I'm not really sure how to say this, but I was demonstrating the cesium water trick to my class. It made such an awesome explosion. So awesome, in fact, it kind of singed the roof of S21 and completely obliterated S22. Can I borrow £145,000 to replace it? It won't take much, I promise.
Well, I'm not really the charitable type, Banbridge. But I guess these things happen. Really, Struthers injured.
Sort of, sir. Just a few. But less than last time.
Ah, well, I guess that's an improvement. I'll see if we have any money left, but do not get your hopes up. Right, I think that's a wrap for the meeting. We have one more note. Go on, Dr.
I'd just like to mention to all staff that the whole sixth form are in canteen detention at lunchtime today. No bloody exceptions. I've just had it with them. I found one chewing gum in the study area for Friday afternoon, and I had another assassination attempt this morning. I felt all needed to be punished.
Okay, Dr. Pye, I really don't understand why you put them all in detention, but whatever, the sixth form are your problem. Right, I think that is a wrap for the meeting. Off you go to your lessons, my staff. And remember, Ofsted could arrive at any moment.
So, hang on a second, I have a notice.
Oh, but the meeting is over, Hubbard.
But there's, 3 minutes left until the bell.
Oh, so there is. And I need to spend those 3 minutes looking at my mirror and continue this meeting. What? My appearance doesn't look after itself, you know.